Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up bishop and queen, often leading the games. E5 is a common response that a presence in the center controls d4 and opens the queen and bishop. Knight f3 develops a knight toward the center, attacks e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes d4 square. Is the Scotch game d4 gains in the center and attacks the square twice. xmd4 opens up the center and is xmd somewhat forced given that white was attacking the pawn twice and protecting with d6 doesn't work out. Knight take d4 recaptures the pawn and centralizes the knight. Knight f6 develops the knight and attacks the undefended e4 pawn. Knight c3 develops the knight toward the center, supports the e4 pawn and controls the d5 square. Bishop b4 develops the bishop and pins the knight on c3 to the king. Knight c6 captures a knight and forces black to double their c-pawns. bx takes c6 captures the knight, controls the d5 square, and opens up the b file. Bishop d3 develops the bishop toward the center, defends the e4 pawn, and prepares castling. d5 takes space in the center, attacks the e4 pawn, and controls the e4 square. This is not the right idea. The correct move to safety. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing rook. This is the only best move. Castling to the same side of the board is a more cautious approach. Advancing the pawns in front of the king can compromise the king's safety. Bishop c5 is a great move. This took advantage of a mistake, and black now has a winning advantage. Black's bishop has moved to a square with greater activity and controls. h1 is best move. This evades the check from the bishop. Queen h4 is a great move. This threatens to checkmate the king. h3 is best, the clearly correct move for a threatened pawn. Queen g3 is best. This wins material. This threatens to checkmate the king. hx, take g4, is a mistake the opponent to checkmate the king. Queen h4 is best, and the game is over.